Hi guys, this is Achal, and as we all know, we have a lot of examinations lined up in the near future, right? So what are we here for? We are here for discussing 5 tips or tricks that you need to see while solving a Cloze test. Let's have the first slide and see what we have in it. And it says, IBPS RRB, IBPS PO and other insurance examinations are around the corner with preparations in full force. Although IBPS RRB doesn't have English section in it, but then all the other examinations has English and they are in full force to attack you and attack your preparation, right? We have observed that although candidates are well prepared for GA, Quant and Reasoning section, they face little difficulty in clearing section cut off English or verbal section, as you know it, of these examinations. Cloze test in such case can be a great scoring opportunity for any candidate appearing in government examination. So as you know, it is asked in the majority of banking recruitment exam for testing language proficiency, right? So you can find this particular exercise in almost all the examinations. And why is it given? It's given to test your language proficiency, how quick you can observe the theme or the tone of the paragraph and you can understand it relating to the questions asked about it. So here it is, the best part about it is that it does not require cramming any formulae or learning many rules. The first thing that is there, or the very important thing that is there about Cloze test is you do not need any remembrance of the rules, hundreds and hundreds of rules that you have for grammar. Now here you do not need to learn these, right? So here you need to apply your common sense, here you need to apply your knowledge for vocabulary, and then you can easily score good in Cloze test. Let's have the tricks that we can apply to solve Cloze test. Here we have, take a look at how you can solve English Cloze test to excel in banking exams. Here are 5 important tips and tricks to solve new pattern Cloze test. First is take a bird's eye view. What do you mean by bird's eye view? Read the entire paragraph to get a rough idea about the overall theme and direction of the passage. This is the first thing that I want you to do, is without answering any question related to the paragraph, just read the whole paragraph and try to make out the theme and the direction, whatever the topic is referring to or whatever the passage is talking about. So first thing that you need to have a bird's eye view, just quickly read it and see what it is talking about. Second, understand the tone of discussion. Jubilant, livid, lamenting, ambivalent or awed. This will help you eliminate 50% of the irrelevant options. Once you know the tone of the passage, is it about something that is criticizing a topic? Is it something that stands for a topic? Is it something that stands against the topic? Or is it something that is introducing something, right? So you need to understand the tone of the passage. What is it actually referring to? Once you get that, you will be able to eliminate 50% of the options or the irrelevant options given in the question, right? So the second tip is understand the tone of discussion. Let's move on to the third tip and see what is there. Eliminate with care. Select the word type and options that fall outside the scope of discussion that should be eliminated. Now, you need not eliminate any option by chance. You need to look at it. If it does not suit the tone and the theme of the paragraph, then only you will eliminate that option from the given options, from the given 5 options. Next is take help of prepositions. Now see, this is a small word, preposition, but it plays a huge role in a paragraph or in a passage. Why do I say that? Why? Because whenever we write a verb, for example, we have a verb that is look. If we place different prepositions with this word, the meaning keeps on changing. For example, look means to look, to see, to watch. But when I say look at, it means again to watch something. When I say look into, what does this mean? It doesn't mean to look or to watch. It actually means look into, to investigate. When I say look after, it means take care of somebody. So whenever we place prepositions with a word, the meaning keeps on changing. So this is a small word which can give you a huge meaning. So take help of prepositions while filling your blanks. The knowledge of how prepositions are used will surely come handy. There are times when looking at preposition alone can fetch you a good score in Cloze test. Now this line refers to when you solve a Cloze test that is related to SSC part, because maximum numbers are asked basically of prepositions, and in the clerk examination as well we have Cloze tests related to prepositions. So if you look at the preposition, you can easily make out what actually that word wants or what actually that blank wants as its answer. Let's move on to the last tip that we have, and it says look at what comes before and after. Now why do I say you have to look before and after, and why do I say you have to read the whole paragraph before answering the questions? There is a reason behind it. What? There are times when you read the paragraph, you can automatically relate to it. How? You have clues given in it. So there are times when you can easily find out what should be placed in the blank. How? Because you already have a clue before that. You have a sentence before that, and there is a word written which is the word that needs to be there in the next sentence. So whenever you fill a blank, you need to read whatever is coming before it and whatever is coming after it. It is always advised to look at the sentences that come before and after the sentence that has blank in it. By doing so, quite often you will get a confirmation or sort of clue regarding the most appropriate word to fill. So this is what I told you. Let's move on to the paragraph and see how can we solve it. So here is a paragraph for you. Look at this example. Although stringent anti-pollution laws, mass awareness levels in India about the need of dash, the environment are low, which is dash because many people insist that mere laws won't do. What we seldom need are environment conscious citizens. So this is something related to pollution and how does it affect the environment. So the first word that we have is although. Now here you can see this is the new pattern of the paragraph. Why? Because we have a word in the bracket just after the blank. This is a new pattern. So this kind of passage was already given in SBI PO Pre. So we can expect this in IBPS PO Pre as well. So let's move on and see how can we solve this paragraph. So here are the tips that you need to take care while solving a paragraph. Here it is. Observe the tone of the paragraph. The first thing that you need to do. Eliminate irrelevant or alien options. Those options that does not suit, you need to eliminate them. Third, look for prepositions if any. And fourth, for further information, look at what comes before and after it. And the first thing that you need to do is read the whole paragraph and understand what is the theme of it, right? So these are the 5 tips that you need to see while solving it. First, read the paragraph. Second, observe the tone. Third, eliminate irrelevant options. Fourth, look for prepositions, and fifth, try to read the sentence given before and after the blank. Now let's move on to the options and see what questions do we have. Here it is. It says dash stringent anti-pollution laws, mass awareness levels in India about the need of pollute the environment are low. Now if I say stringent anti-pollution laws, that means there are strict anti-pollution laws in India, and then in the other sentence we have the environment are low, right? Now you have 2 sentences which are of contradictory nature. When I say although we have this, then you need a word that is yet, but it is not given over here, and for that reason we cannot write although. What we can write is despite, having, enacting, adopting, or no change. No change cannot be the answer, but we have 2 contradictory sentences. First, there are strict anti-pollution laws, and the second says that environmental things are low. If they are low, that means we have 2 different things. First, that there is a strict law. Second is that environmental laws are low. So here we need to have something that defines 2 contradictory sentences, and the correct option is on your screen. That is option number A, despite stringent anti-pollution laws. Although we have this condition, yet mass awareness levels in India about the need to. So here in the first option we have the correct answer as despite, which means no matter we have stringent anti-pollution laws, then too what happens, the environmental levels are getting low. Now let's move on to the next blank, and it says contaminate clear, filter, protect or no change. What we need to do. Mass awareness levels in India about the need to pollute the environment. Are we going to pollute the environment? No, we are not going to pollute the environment. Again, are we going to contaminate it? Contaminate it again means pollute. So we do not contaminate or we do not pollute it. Next is clear. Clear the environment? No. Filter the environment, protect the environment. Obviously, we will use the word protect. We will make laws. If somebody is making a law regarding something, that means laws are made to protect something, right? So the correct option is on your screen, and that is option number D, which says protect the environment are low. Now let's move on to the third blank and see what is there, which is resulting, why, obvious, as, no change. Which is what? Which is because many people insist that mere laws won't do. Which is resulting, many people, no. Which is why many people insist that mere laws won't do. Why are we doing this? Why? Because the people in the city or in the country say that only making laws won't protect the environment. What is there? Which is why many people insist that mere laws won't do. So the correct option is on your screen, and that is option number B, why many people insist the mere laws won't do. Now let's move on to the next question and see what we have. Here it is, what we dash need are environment conscious citizens. So what we need is environment conscious citizens. On the first hand, that laws should be there, but only making laws won't do, won't protect the environment. What we also need is, we need environment conscious citizens. The people who want to follow those laws and actually try to protect their environment. So what is there? We seldom need. Are we talking about very rare of times? No, we are not talking about rare of times that people should be conscious about environment. No. Actually need? Yes, we do need that. Don't need? No. Hardly again is a negative word. We do not hardly need. Perfectly? No. Only the first option is correct, and that is option number A, which says actually need are environment conscious citizens. So this is the whole agenda, how you solve a new pattern Cloze test. Whenever you have certain questions related to Cloze test, you will have a paragraph. 5 to 10 blanks will be given in that paragraph. Each blank will be followed by a word. If you want, if you think that word is correct, then you mark your answer as option number E. If you think that it is incorrect, then you use any of the 4 options that is given in your question. So do not forget, you have 5 tips. The first thing is read the paragraph. Second is identify the tone or observe the tone of the paragraph. Third, eliminate the unnecessary or irrelevant or alien options that do not fit in. Fourth is observe if any preposition is given over there. And last tip is read a sentence before and after the blank to find if there is any clue given in there. So this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching this. Keep liking Adda247.